and wearer of many hats and wigs after for the show. I want to thank you all so much for coming to the premiere of Honey and Wine, the new musical that I've written. It has been years in the works, and I'm so proud that I'm finally able to put it on with the extraordinary cast, the extraordinary crew. I need to thank you so much to our donors, the people who contributed to the production, the set, the costumes, everything you're going to see tonight would not have been possible without them, so my sincerest gratitude. Honey and Wine is a very personal story to me. It is based off the story of my own grandmother, and I'm going to cry for a minute here, sorry, and my own great-grandfather who I never got to meet. And I'm so excited to be able to share this story with all of you. I need to once again thank the incredible cast who's putting this production on. Although it has been years in the making creating this production, it has been about 3 weeks putting it on with a spring break in the middle there. So we were on a bit of a time crunch, but all of our cast worked so hard, and they're so talented. I'm so grateful to them for lending the talent to this production. So if you see a script or two floating around, that is why we can even have someone that is filled in as of 24 hours ago. So grateful to that person as well. The show begins in the year 1921. Fun facts about 1921, cell phones were not invented yet. So if you have one on you, please make sure that it is either off or on silent. Anything that makes noise should not, that would lose children. But other than that, I think we're ready to begin. Hopefully everyone is good backstage. Thank you so much to everyone here today. So excited to share with you the story of Honey and Wine. Here we go.
here to be born. If you want some, all you have to do is take it. Anyone can come from nothing and end up on top. But first, they have to make sure we're good enough to join the American population. That is what Ellis Island is good for. A great place to get people ready for the exciting new life ahead. Don't you ever say such a thing. You're worth 1,000 of America's best. There's no mind in his right mind when this earth ever turn you away. And if that's not enough, you're Irish. Why don't they can't get enough of the Irish here. Ellis Island, the ground we're standing on right now, was christened with the footsteps of Irish feet. Little Annie Moore was welcomed into America with open arms. She was greeted with a celebration. That love of Ireland has only grown in the past 40 years. They say the greatest celebration of St. Patrick's Day in the world is held right across the bay in New York City. People proudly donning green to show their love for the Emerald Island. We're kindred spirits. Both our countries fought the oppressive look of the English. We've seen struggles of plenty, but we still have good hearts.
Move your arse, old man. We all want to get to America.
Oh, it's a young country going nowhere no time soon.
Oh, your country? What the hell are you doing here?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm expediting the process, Tom. If we keep at this pace, we're to be near his age by the time we reach America proper.
Oh, you've done enough damage in Ireland. You can breathe easy now. You're in the land of free.
I'm sorry, Tom, but I just don't.
As I've told you, I forgive you. That is all in the past. Look, if all you put into the world is cruelty, that'll be exactly what you reap from it. Don't burn the bridges before you cross.
Thank you for your help. You're a good man. I'm waiting.
Tom, I'm not going to just do what I can to make the world a little less painful. That was Colin back there.
Well, uprising, I imagine.
Yeah, enlisted by the English. Had no choice but to fight his friends to protect his family. He's been running ever since.
And who did you lose? Oh, come on, I can see it in your eyes. A friend? A brother? You said you forgave Colin for his crimes, but have you forgiven yourself for letting him go?
But we should probably get going.
You can't move forward in life until you've made peace with your past. It was a pleasure meeting you, Thomas. I look forward to seeing you again.
Right. Go ahead, they're going to ask us a series of questions. Where we are, planning to be. Let's let even the talking. Let's take a safely aggressive. Be honest and straight to the point.
Name?
Thomas Madden. That's Madden with an H.
Cocky Nick.
I'm sorry.
As if we didn't have enough of your kind in this country already.
Madden's.
Irish. You swarmed the country in the 1800s, bringing disease with you, and now you're doing it again.
We're clean, I promise you. We were checked back in Galway before we left.
What's your name?
Susan Madden.
Got a mom?
No, she.
Can it? Girl, your mother.
No.
What happened to her?
See, it's just.
I said can it, you damn Nick! Girl, tell me.
She died of the flu.
I knew it. You're all alike, you disease-ridden rats! Your father was trying to hide the truth, we all know. That line for a medical exam. You can get your papers after you've been checked. If you're clean.
We were on the same boat with that Chris fellow. And we got somebody waiting for us in the harbor.
Do I need to call the guard over here? That line now. Know your place, you damn Nick, or you won't last very long here.
shame in being honest. You did exactly what I told you to do. Perhaps I could have been a bit clearer. It's okay. I'm sure Dr. Wood will understand it later. He's a doctor after all. Look, we'll get our papers in the morning, we'll ferry into New York Harbor, and we'll make our way to our new home. It was a rough first encounter, but in no way did it differ our lives to come. This is your home now. At least it will be in time. I know things aren't what I promised you, but in time it will be our home. Remember those stories we used to tell you? Stories of great heroes. Your grandmother. She told me stories as a child, long before St. Patrick arrived in Ireland. She said our little Emerald Isle was a prize for me. Monsters came out to see the claim, but the gods fought them off, leaving great heroes behind to fend off any who was harmed by our mischief. One of those heroes even got to visit the land of gods. But he was swayed by the beauty of our home. You know who it is.
Washington, tell me the story.
I'm afraid I can't remember it.
Yes, you can. You've told it a million times.
All right, well, I suppose I'll do my best, but you'd better go to sleep after. Stepped off his steed to help now, his kindness in vain, his time gone. A shin regained all of the 300 years. He and his home connected again. If I have to go now, I'm glad that it's here in the land of my people, Ireland. We have left that emerald line and traversed the wild Atlantic. The forest's gone, now buildings touch the sky. But the love found in those forests, so pure and filled with magic, I carry with me now and give to Now remember, you've got to be on your best behavior and be as respectful as you can possibly be. Dr. Woods has a job to do. He can't spend all day waiting in the harbor. We're lucky he's letting us stay with him. You'd be missing the bed from that cell if you had to spend a night on the street. Thanks to Dr. Woods, that's not the case. Both Dr. and Mrs. Woods are the nicest people I've ever known. Dr. Woods and your grandpa were the best of friends growing up. He's like family.
Thomas? Is that you? Get in here, you've waited long enough. Oh, it is so good to see. And Miss Susan. Oh, look at you, so grown up. I remember the day you were born. You're all grown up now. Dinner should be ready in a few, and Mort will be home in any minute. Oh, he'll be so delighted to see you. Let me grab your bag.
We can manage our lives. It's truly the least we can do.
All right, then. Feel free to drop it in the spare room. That's already made up for you.
Hello, Luz. I'll only be home for a minute. I've got to pick up Tom and Susan. They've been waiting long enough.
Oh, actually,
I had a man come into the practice today. Spitting image of Jack. Can't remember his last name. The lad who used to run through our gardens back in Ireland.
Kelly?
Kelly, that's it. A right pest he was. I'd see him through the window and my blood would boil. I'd run to the door to stop him, but there he'd be, having already trampled the lilies. When I saw that man come in today, I thought it was Jack. Somehow he'd crossed the Atlantic, come here, no doubt trampling a forest in doing so. But I didn't feel the rage I used to know. All I thought was how I'd missed him.
Well, that makes one of us.
He represented some piece of Ireland I didn't even realize I'd been missing. The people are, the country here, America, it's great. There's no doubt in it. Wouldn't trade it for anything. But the people, they aren't like our friends back home.
Speaking of our friends back
Speaking of
home.
which, I better pick on Tom and Susan. They have waited long enough.
Dr. Woods?
Ah! Tom, it's so good to see you, lad! Oh, I've missed you something terrible. Lucy, will you get back to let me drive all the way to Ellis just to realize you weren't there?
Barely let me get a word in. What can I tell you? Half ready to let you go all the way back if you didn't shut up.
I don't know what was holding you. I waited there an hour after business had ended for the day. Nearly swam across the bay just to see what was holding you. Probably a crowd halfway there, old man bones and all. So tell me, lad, what did they hold you for?
Oh, medical exams. Just a thorough checkup to make sure we were fit to join the American population.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I've had dozens in my office, sicker than anyone I've ever seen at Dallas. Bureaucracy is a waste of time. Wait a moment. As I recall, we're supposed to be having 2 guests staying with us.
Susan, come out here. Susan, this is Dr. Woods.
told you time and again, Morton is fine. Morton will suffice in spite of what I'm certain your father has told you. Stubborn as her own man, but she's the spitting image of alcohol. Right. I am very excited to welcome you to America, Miss Susan. I came from Ireland myself about 6 years ago. Saw you there, you were no bigger than my hand, but look at you now. I'm so excited to welcome you here, but I'm not the only person who wants to welcome you to America. Her name is Maeve.
Like British cream.
Aye, I see someone's been keeping the old tales alive. Good. I can't tell you how many times your grandmother told them to me. Maeve here was my own daughter's favourite, but since she grew up, she's been in need of a new friend. Will you be her friend?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad. I don't know how you made it over the way here. You must be exhausted. Susan, why don't you go take a rest? We'll make you when supper's ready.
Just a long day. A walk over today.
Told you we would have been happy to pick you up.
Dr. Woods, you've already done so much to help us get here. Never in a state of it left on your work. I can't thank you enough.
There's no shame in asking for help, Tom.
What?
You have to hope your stubbornness would have dropped into the Atlantic on your way over.
This is the land where self-made men prosper. A land where good things come to those who work for it. I relied enough on others to get me here. What kind of man would I be if I kept waiting on others to make life better for me? You've done enough. I can't in good conscience ask anything more of it.
I really hope you're not here because of that self-made man tonight. America is great, there's no doubt in it, but it's sold like it's on the heaven on earth. Tear and noble born. It's not. It's the real world. Good times and bad times. Good people and the scum of the earth. You just have to be prepared for all of it. There's so much waiting for you here, Tom. You just have to be coming for the right reasons.
I needed to leave Ireland. There was nothing left for us there except for suffering. Even street life and shite is better than the hell we endured back home.
Oh, whatever you've been through, you never had to face it alone. I speak of friends like family, but you had that big, beautiful family. There were times growing up when I felt a part of it myself. Times may be tough, I know they are. You have family to help you through.
Had family.
Your father was ill when I left, I know, but your brother, Joseph, was just a young lad, a healthy lad. It's that damn uprising, wasn't it? I'd best stop guessing. I'm sure everything I've heard on this side of the Atlantic is nothing short of English pottery. Tell me, what's happened to all the people we care about? To Joseph? To Eleanor?
Photograph frozen in and bury him when the English shot him dead. I wish I could tell Joe just to stay with us. If I could, I would go back in time. But I don't have that courage, nor distinguish it so. Now just please, gods, tell me why. Life was its darkest when his family came. I thought I'd never feel joy again. Stay all apart, and the pain eased in my heart when I saw Eleanor smile. Death and disease, relentless, they want me so close, like a banshee's cry on the wind. Fool I had been to think I might be spared more hardship, more strife than despair. Gods way above didn't care. The Great War ceased, the living welcome home. Should have been a time of joy, but they didn't come alone. The bullets you saw coming, and you chose to join the fight. A dizzy strikes without warning, claiming the love of my life. As the days pass, and he grew ill, every remedy was tried. Didn't make it easier to watch my love. The flu ravaged our country, too all-day efforts were made. Even family was not allowed to see her to her grave. I wish I could go back to say one last goodbye, to say I love you just one more time. Days are their darkest when I think back to them. But I know she lives on in our child. Clouds, they all part, and music fills my heart. I see our little girl smile.
Tom, will you excuse my bluntness for a moment?
All right.
There's some reassurance in the truth of your coming here. You didn't come for gold-lined streets and a new life with new opportunities. You'll find them, I hope, but that's not why you came. You came to escape the demons of your past. You let them get to you, you let them fester, you let them drive your every decision.
Past is where everything I know lies. My father was my guide through an unknown world. ardent supporter through my most trying days. And my brother, with his infectious laughter, brought joy to my life that few others could. After they died, I was left wandering aimlessly through a world void of happiness. And Eleanor, thank gods I had her. She helped me find my way again. Now she's gone too. Where do I go?
Find that world of happiness you're so longing for in your daughter. Let her be the guiding light to lead you forward. There's so much to experience here, so much opportunity. Just gotta be going for the right reasons. Hey, good things will come. In spite of the setting sun, the day has gotten a little bit brighter.
How do you mean?
They're looking for workers to lay tracks, new railroads outside of town. Pay ain't much, but it's good work.
Take what I can get. I just need to figure out what to do with Susan while I'm at work. She can't start school until the fall, and I don't know if she'll be ready.
They've got a tent on the work site for the workers' kids, but Susan won't have any need of it. She'll be here studying with Lucy, preparing come the fall.
This is too much. I can't.
You can and you will. If you say no, just remember, I may be old, but I can beat you just as easily as I beat your father back in our younger days. He was no fighter, and neither, I'm afraid, are you.
No, you're no fighter. You're a miracle worker.
You'd do the same for me if our roles were switched.
Dinner's ready.
Go away, Susan. After 2 weeks on a boat, she is in need of a good meal.
That word smelled wrong.
What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, it's just me.
What do you mean you're missing a me? I'm right here. The rules of language are a little bit different here. None of the words spelled O-U-R in Ireland are spelled O-R here.
Oh, Susan, you're not going to like me for this, but your actually does have a U.
I don't understand what is wrong with these Americans.
Susan, I've been trying to figure that out for years. If you figure it out, you let me know. You know, Susan, you've been here for some time now. 2 months. After all you've seen, all that you've experienced, what do you think of this place? What do you think of America?
Come in.
Hello, Dr. Woods, Mrs. Woods. Thank you so much for taking care of Susan. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Is he going to say that every time he walks through the door? Because if he is, next time I'm going to slug him. Tom, I've told you time and again, we're friends and we're basically family. We are happy to take care of Miss Susan for you. So, how's work on the rails going? Riveting, I assume?
Tom, you have my permission to slug him back.
That's a good joke. Seriously though, how are things going?
It's all right. There's some other Irish folk at the site.
That's it. Oh, the words we don't say often tell us more than the words we do.
It's just been a long day. We should probably get going.
And I thought you liked me. Should have known it was all a facade.
What do you mean?
I'm a doctor, sure, but you know what I love? History. And the history these Americans have is absolutely fascinating. I was just talking to Susan here about the first president of the United States. I was having fun doing it, but I suppose you'll take what little joy I have left in my life away. What's a sad old man to do?
I shouldn't burden you.
It's no burden to talk someone's ear off for a while, little fast. Talk to a guy I find fascinating. Come on, you've been working hard. You need to rest.
Oh, only a brief nap.
Only a brief one.
We were talking about the president.
Susan, I need to tell you something important. Lying is wrong, unless it's me lying to your father.
Lying is wrong, period.
There's some room for debate. Susan, as I was saying, you've been here for some time. What do you think of this place?
It's nice, I suppose.
In a few words, just like your old man, you like it more or less than Ireland?
Less.
It's like putting
Why do you like it less?
Papa was happy in Ireland. My first memory is a storm raging strong. Lightning crashed down on our home. We went down to the cellar. A candle was our only light, but in the darkness he smiled low. He took Mama's hand as she held me so tight. Papa sang in the darkness, we danced. But I heard the stones falter beneath the weight of the rain. Our home lost, but no Papa sad. It's a house not built brick by brick, but built by memories of laughter, of love, and of light. And Papa told me it would stand tall for 300 years, but I fear it's being destroyed. Weathered that storm like so many to come, but each time our hunger severe, our house full of lobster, lost in the passing years, and I watched it all by his side. He took me away from the land that I knew. He smiled, but it didn't feel real. I could see in the distance our house fade, but Papa said our house of love traveled too. It's a house not felt by our hands, but felt in memories of laughter, of love, and of light. And Papa told me it would stand tall for 300 years, but I fear it's being destroyed. I know Papa's hurting, but he hides it well. He's abused and insulted, haunted by his past. And I think if he knew that I know it would break him, and our house of love falls at last. It is falling down brick by brick, memory by memory. I hear him call out in the night. For his love and the life he knew, taken away by years, and our house of love and of light.
Susan, that house so full of love will be back in Ireland will rise again here. It's been difficult for your father. He's been through a lot, lost a lot, and he may never be the same man that he once was, but the love he knows for you can't be put into words. I promise that love you knew once, you will know again. It will take time, but Lucy and I are here for you till it does. I know your father wouldn't like it, but please, take some food, would you?
Papa doesn't like me taking food from you.
I know, but what your father doesn't know can't hurt. We talked about the lies.
It's all right.
I've burdened you for too long. It's time to get going.
Come on, Susan. Tom, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to chat with you a bit before you go. Just about anything that's troubling you, I'd be happy to hear it out.
No, I need to go.
Thomas, Madden, I need you to listen to me. I understand what you're going through here. So many of our folks experience the same thing. They come to my office bearing the scars of the abuse they endure here. I do what I can to help them. And Tom, you're like family to me. If there is anything I can do, I would gladly do it. I don't want you to bear the same scars I see them with. I'm not just offering for your sake. I'm offering for your daughter. I know you don't think she can see what you're going through, but she can. Let me help you. What would Eleanor think if she could see you now? She'd be as heartbroken as me. Please, Tom.
Goodbye, Dr. Woods. Susan will be back tomorrow.
It's got too much for his father. You need to let him come around at his own time.
His father's in the ghost rifling madness.
You protect her, Thomas. Protect my Susan.
I can't. Not without you.
I am always with you.
She deserves better than me.
When we first married, I told you I have never known a better man. It's still true, whether you believe it or not. Do you love me?
Yes,
Do you love her?
more than words can say.
Then be there for her. Give her all the love I won't be able to.
All that and more.
It was just a dream. It was just a dream. The real world will never be so kind as to give me more time with Eleanor. Susan, my love. I know this place isn't what I promised you, but in time it will be our home. Days are dark, but the sun will shine bright again.
As the sun rises, the flowers
The outskirts of the city.
time for work. Each day we slave
The drunken belligerent disease riddled in utterance, stealing good work from American men. Every day more of them land on our shore and then whine about what they have stolen from our kind.
Tom, you look like your look drop. You need to stop burning the candle that both lit. What's wrong, my friend?
The light from the shining city has faded, but pursues and keep the illusion alive. If I can fool her, I can fool myself, but every day it gets harder to try and try and try. So tell me, where is my American dream? Promises mean nothing when your daughter is starving. Where's the world that you promised me? Gods up above.
The drunken belligerent disease riddled in utterance, stealing good work from American men. They remove my work, take my wife from me. I'm not about to let it happen again. Stay away from my son, you little rat!
What right do you have?
What more right do I need? Stay away from that girl, she'll give you disease.
The children just playing as children will do.
Do you really think I would listen to you? Your kind has led my country for too long now. For all that time I've been resigned. I didn't bring death to your doorstep, but you and your kind, you brought it to mine.
This plague has killed as many of my kinsmen.
Good, better when there's less of you.
I've come to know death all too well now. Touch my daughter and I will introduce you.
Can't stay away from him!
Thomas, don't stop this. Think of the Lord, which you really want this. Thomas, stop this. Think of the Lord, which you really want this. Thomas, no!
I'm coming. Where am I? I thought I was shot. But this... No, this is right. The only answer is... I'm dead. They shot me and I died. You there! Whoever you are, tell me, am I dead?
I'm unfamiliar with being dead. What is it?
You don't know what death is?
We don't have it where I come from.
That must be some extraordinary place.
I could take you there, if you would like.
I reckon it's too late for me to go to a place like that. I'm afraid dead people don't reckon well in a place where people can't die. If I may ask, who are you?
I am your guide.
I've always wondered what happened after people. I've indulged upon every story hoping for an answer. Some believe that When we go, we visit the kingdom of the gods. Others believed in a paradise in the clouds. And some believe there's nothing.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm just relieved is all. Every day I was plagued by the thought of some of my loved ones suffering, but I know that there is something for us after we die. I just hope there was some happiness for the people I love.
Who did you lose?
My father first, then my brother, and my mother. And then I lost the love of my life. But it was her guiding light that carried me through. My beloved Ellen.
Hello, Emma.
No, please. Whoever you are, do not taunt me with visions of what I know I will never see in truth again. Every day I gaze upon her smile. My wife, my beloved Eleanor, died 3 years ago, and now you torment me with her smile, one of which I know I will never see again. Why must I gaze upon the past that tore my heart to shreds? Why must my suffering begin with her?
What are you saying?
There's no joy I feel as much as reuniting with my love, but it pains me so much to say that you're not real. I spent an eternity looking for you, but I fear I cannot find you.
All that you speak of is in another world. You did what you thought was best. Man has no power over any outcome. That is the folly of destiny. But your heart was good, and you followed it to make it all better. In spite of what you may believe, you have lived a good life. You have earned your eternal reward.
Heaven?
No, my love. I give you now the land you have been promised since childhood. A dream finally fulfilled. I give you Tirnanoa.
you hear it call, the only time the sun rises and our lives have so much in store. I'm here for you forevermore.
I am yours, and you are mine. In this our land of honey and wine, not death nor disease, these demons will cease to harm us and part us never again. And just take my hand and I swear we'll be there. We'll take wing on the wind, touch the sky.
I was once told of this land lost to time. Now it is standing before me. My dreams have come true, reunited with you, and death will not take me away. We'll go where we'll live forever, a land perfect and divine, one day known only in legend, our land of honey and wine. It's proving truly difficult to come to terms with my boredom. It feels somehow wrong.
It isn't. You have earned this. Indulge in this extraordinary bliss. Not everyone is so fortunate as to come to this place.
I never thought I'd have a chance at happiness like this again, even in death.
You shall want for nothing here. Every desire is to be fulfilled.
And tell me, please, where can I find the others?
The others.
My father and brother. They have to be here somewhere.
A world of everything you could ever dream of, and it's still not enough? Don't get greedy with them.
My father, he never cared for ostentatious luxuries. I would not find him in this castle. Come with me, Ellen. They're here somewhere. They loved you, perhaps more than me. Have you not seen them since arriving in this place?
They are my family just as they are yours, but you have only just arrived. It would not do you well to overwhelm yourself when there is so much to take in. You seek 3 people in this vast world of magic? It is a tedious task. Look, out there, beyond the castle walls.
It can't be.
I know it is difficult to come to terms with, but
But then a pub.
what?
My grandmother had a book of Irish stories, the one that rested on that shelf in our kitchen. And in it there was a hand-drawn picture of a pub. That's the same building. It even has the banners hanging down adorned with a stag, the emblem of the cruel bloodline. That's where my father is. He grew up on the stories of those heroes. And Joseph, I don't imagine he'd be anywhere besides our father's side. In America, they thought every Irishman was a drunkard, a cruel stereotype. But I couldn't very well blame them if they met Joseph. He could down a pint in 10 seconds flat. That's where he is, where my father is. Come on!
My place is in the castle, as yours should be too.
My place. It's with my family. All of us. I'll bring them back to you. We will have an extraordinary feast. I'm sure this place must have a lavish dining hall or two. I'll return soon. I promise.
My love, don't.
You died a hero's death, but look at the reward.
A hero?
And that's what the Brotherhood was telling us was a lie. A hero to the very end. I wish I could have told you not to go, but I'm proud every day to say I'm your brother.
Well, I'm proud of you too, I suppose. Now, make no mistake, I know when I run a sword should I need it, but I'm a poet first. I am perfectly content on the edges of the battlefield. You know that.
A poet. A poet, Joe, you are the least talented person I've ever met. But it doesn't matter. No one can match your rigor. Perhaps something about this place has dulled your mind.
Joe?
Father, by the gods, it is good to see you. I have missed you both so much.
And we've missed you. But what is Joe? I thought I put your name calling to rest centuries ago when you were but wee lads.
Don't remember your own son's name. You gave it to him. You even shared it with him.
His name is Calta, and mine is Finn. I'm not entirely certain what connection you're trying to draw.
Are you gonna stand around all day, or are you gonna come back and let us start drinking?
Well, in spite of that fancy little mark on your face, I don't see myself falling for you, Mervyn. You can shove it. The grown-ups are talking.
I think we're going to need a moment for this one.
Ocean, what's troubling you?
What did you call me? Ocean.
Because it's your name.
No, it's not. And you're not Calta. That's Ocean's brother from Irish myth, and Finn is his father.
Yes, and he's your father, I'm your brother, and you're O'Shea. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been pushing you. You're clearly not well, O'Shea. Do you need a healer? There must be a goddess of medicine somewhere around this place. I swear I saw a snake at some point.
What the hell is that?
Oh, wasn't the beating we gave him yesterday enough?
And what beating would that be? As I recall, you sat on the edges playing your centimeters heart.
Oh, hush.
What is that noise?
Finn, you need to get your boys in order. That would be the Lugnashada horn. The war horn of Tunano, Fomorians on the move.
The Fomorians. The monsters that invaded Ireland.
That'll be them.
Elia! Take up arms! We must defend our land!
Are you coming? Fight's always good for prayer of the mind.
I thought you said you weren't a fighter.
I sing songs of heroes. I need some new material to sing about. And I'm not going to get it from these illiterate morons.
What are you calling out of direct?
Y-O-U.
What's that mean?
My point precisely. We better get a move on. Are you coming, O'Shea?
I think I might have to sit this one out.
Each their own. Don't start drinking until we get back.
Too late. Fool's Act is the one I'm meant to play. Have you figured it out yet?
I see them all in the faces of those I love, but they claim they're Calta, Ocean's brother, Finn, Ocean's father.
I think that would make you Ocean.
Just a story.
That's how everything ends. Stories. Call it a coping mechanism.
Dr. Woods,
Of the woods.
Morton,
Merton.
Merton of the Woods, the wizard of English legend.
I'm a wizard now? Oh, how spectacular! I walk into your bar and walk into a wizard. Who knows, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up as a god. Now that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Right. Merton was a bard until Christianity took hold in Ireland, and you became the wizard Merlin. Something about this place clouding my mind. You're not Merlin, you're not Merlin. You're Dr. Morton Woods. And you're not dead, which means I can't be dead. You're alive and well. Oh, and I pray you're taking care of Susan in my absence. Susan, how can I forget my own child?
Stories have a way of enrapturing the mind, making us blind to a truth we'd rather not see.
Come again?
This world is one so full of madness.
Tell me, what is this place of madness?
Madness I can manage, that's the bard's burden to bear. I know just how strange this world may seem, When stories leave the mind, details get left behind. What's left is a mess for me to unravel. So his story turns to story turns, a legend turns to myth, and a storyteller turns into a wizard. It's a world of miracles and possibilities. Welcome to the world of mythology. So you're not quite as lost as you think yourself to be. Look up toward the eternal compass is saved in the sky. Stories preserved in starlight, for a story like the sun, shining from 1,000 years before you pass the vast expanse which has brought you where you are. Witnessing the deeds of heroes who play with the stars. So his story turns, the story turns, the legend turns to myth, and a mortal man becomes a constellation. It's a world of miracles and possibilities. Welcome to the world of mythology. If you've fallen through time or are trapped in a story, unfortunately that's not my mistake. But perhaps I can shed light on why heroes wear the guise of loved ones you said passed away. There are archetypes you tend to find out reimagined by the mind. The company knows that you need the most. So it may feel like you're looking at a ghost. Just keep your composure, let their presence give you closure. Find what you're after, the love and the laughter. Find what you've been searching for so long. And I should probably finish this song. Because the story turns the story until one day it's a myth. And perhaps this one's the one place that you should be. There's so much to gain and so much more to see. Welcome to the world of mythology. You still look lost. Sit down. If I've learned something important about stories, it's that everyone needs a good motivation. There has to be a reason for things happening. On the verge of death, you put in a prayer and suddenly a miracle happens. Because it has to. Because you need it to. Every story has good motivation and a good ending. And I think that's what we're looking towards.
An ending to my story?
An ending to a story. Not sure who is it.
But it feels like there's more to be done.
It always does. Just have to walk your path in life until you can figure out where you're meant to go. In the meantime, a drink to the Fenia.
What the hell?
War prize! The Famonian problem has been solved!
Yeah!
For now. Tell his mind has come back! Drinks are on me!
And how many pay? They don't exactly accept stubborn heads.
Well, they're gonna accept it on my behalf considering I'm the one who killed it!
All right!
Please, please, someone tell me. Who's in charge of this place?
Probably the barkeep?
Not the pub, this world. Who runs it?
That would be the gods, I suppose. This world is more powerful than them. But they decide who comes in and who doesn't. I don't suppose you recall how you arrived. Last time I heard, you were still in the mortal world.
I woke up in a green field. There were trees. And in the thicket, there was a glowing golden gateway that extended from the castle up on that hill. And I saw my wife, Eleanor. She guided me to this place. Dear Lenore.
Eleanor?
Yes, Eleanor, my wife.
Finn, did you get invited to a wedding?
No?
Wait a minute. A woman appeared to you and brought you here to Tirnano.
Well, not just any woman.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, that's your problem! I don't know who you think you saw, Ocean, but I can assure you it wasn't your wife. It was a goddess. You can't trust them. Men like us, we don't just get goddesses. flowing river. We can love the cool breeze on a hot summer's day. But to think that they're offering you something? Well, that's like saying nature cares about you. That you have some power over the natural world. Do you think you can stop a river? Stop the breeze? Well, of course not. It's impossible. You cannot stop the river. You cannot stop the breeze. So you might as well just stop and sit and have a drink with me. Hey! You cannot stop the river. You cannot stop the breeze. So you might as well just stop and sit and have a drink with me. Lost is not the worst. Everyone's been cursed. Murder, Daniel's curse.
I was walking through the woods as with any off the road. I found myself a goddess there among the rest. She said to me, "You're oh so pretty," and left me with a spark. A curse on every last person to me that is their hearts.
To him we lose our hearts.
At first you think it's not so bad. My grandma vowed with your dad was bride to me. She fed for me and then he wanted me dead.
Oh, and then he wanted you dead.
He said I'd be killed by a horse, but next time he came to my door, he said, "Come on a hunt to kill the sweet and grunt." And I just went through the front. What? Dad! It's okay, we patched it up. We're going hunting again next weekend.
He doesn't look happy.
Yeah. So you can't stop the river, you can't stop the breeze. I'm not on the spot, it's garbage to let things be.
Oh, you cannot stop the river. You cannot stop the breeze. So you might as well just stop and sit and have a drink with me.
What are you gonna do? Hey, what I have to do?
She came upon me while swimming in the water. She told me that she loved me and was the son of Mother's daughter. She said she wanted to marry me before her I was white. Her father bore her hand and in the brawl he took me eye.
The brawl he took your eye?
You might think it was work because without an eye I must have liked the treachery of an enemy. Secretly trying to kill She turned into a fierce monster, using me to get to your father. So to make amends, with the very end, I broke about her head!
Hey! You killed her.
She was a monster trying to go after your father.
No wonder you lost an eye.
They cannot stop the river, they cannot stop the breeze. I've heard about the lost an eye, I should have been thinking to me. Oh, you cannot stop the river, you cannot stop the breeze. So you might as well just stop and sit and have a drink with me.
In this world you'll never escape.
Stuck in this place that seems so great.
The pig hunted, knowing the love is ill be bound.
Or here we are again.
All right, we can give it to him. License ain't all bad. It's a man that drives me mad.
Take it from your dad. I found the goddess first in the woods of the Isle. I saved her and I loved her with me. She had a child. I wanted to stay with her in the land in the road. But humans they were not allowed in British abode.
How things change.
I know.
Hard behind trance and the blessing enchantment. This man's not good for me. Your mama saved my life.
What a woman.
The first true love I've seen.
Heroes talking after us. Can escape there's a chance. Folks who can't you see? They got a chance to be free.
What?
Stop the breeze. Go and stop the river. Go and stop the breeze. You can't there's a sea.
These two drums.
Go and stop the river. Go and stop the breeze.
I get the black and go take it. Have a drink with me. Have a drink with me. Have a drink with me. Stop the river!
You're right. I have to stop the river. The goddesses in their castles will force their will on me no further. Now tell me, someone must know, how do I escape this place?
You need to find the goddess that brought you here and force her to release you. I was fortunate that your mother cared enough for me to let me go, to force me away. But she did not invite me here. I came and requested of my own. It would be challenging to stare love in the face and reject it. But if you want to return home to the land of which you came from, the East is your only way out.
I don't want to say goodbye. Not again.
I've learned a lot of things with my time with the Fenrir. But the most important thing I've learned is that stories outlast every man who ever lived. Carry on your stories, and you'll never have to say goodbye. Not really, at least. All right, let's get your drunk ass out of here.
He fought in a war while I hid away from the battle. He's gone, and I'm still here. My wife suffered from a disease that I can do nothing to prevent. She's gone, and I'm still here. Everyone I've loved, everyone I've lost, it's a test and I continue to fail. Just once I want to prove that I can be a little more than I am. Just once I want to prove that I can stand on my own beneath the weight of the legacy they leave behind. I want to be strong. I want to show my daughter that she can be strong too.
Susan, you really should get some rest. It's not healthy to be like this long.
No, I'm not leaving until Papa is better. When will he be better, Mrs. Woods?
Unlike Morton, I don't profess to know everything. This world is a strange one. I try to understand it, but it continues to elude us. I promise you, Dr. Woods is doing everything he can to help your father. But the journey back isn't an easy one. You know those stories your father would tell you?
Was
nice, but he and your Uncle Joseph were playing in the woods. Thomas lost Joseph and was left all alone. Everyone in the village searched for it for hours on end, but to no avail. Your grandmother never panicked. She sang a song to lead him home.
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
I am your beloved, as I always have been and always will be.
This sweet world has turned sour in my mouth, and the cask has run dry. You will blind me to the truth no further. Now tell me, who are you?
I am love. Love in its purest form. I am man's capacity to care for another beyond the veil of life and death. I am the love you bear for Eleanor, and the love Eleanor bears for you. Physical forms are turned to dust by time in the land beyond. Love is the only existence that perseveres to this world.
You are not love, you are feeding off of it. Eleanor's face, her smile you wear. You take advantage of love. And no, I've done the same. Memories, ghosts. They can do no good here in this world, but they can do no good out there either. It's taken dying myself to realize how little can be done on this side of the veil.
Well, you cannot return. I don't know what those so-called heroes have told you, but the journey here only goes one way.
It would serve you well to heed my request.
You would take my life, even as I bear Eleanor's face.
I have watched the life fade from Eleanor already. It broke my heart. The pain endured, but I persevered. The path Usher took to ride home. Tell me where it begins, and I will see it through to its end.
It is a treacherous path. You step forward, and it will claim you. Why take that chance when you could stay? Please, my love.
Do not say that to me. Where is the road?
I do not know.
Tell me where it is. I will take your life.
Deep in the woods, when the trees turn dark and the sunlight fades, the path homeward has begun. You are never going to harm me.
Eleanor's right. I am a good man. It's taken so long to accept it, but I know who I am. It is time to prove that I can be a good father, too.
You would forsake this paradise with me for a child.
I would. And so would Eleanor. Slide you where to rapture me, and hollow as it goes. You stole me away from the life that I love. My daughter, she's all alone. And those final words I wish for our daughter. Thou I disarm. I see through your veil now, and I see my face, a reflection of my misdeeds, my disgrace. There's only one way to rectify it. Return to Susan, I have to try it. You may be what I deserve when I die. But until then, goodbye.
Hear my voice echo the stone. Carry my words here not known. Gods of old of iron's past. Carry
another 100 years.
Towers turn to dust, though built to outlast us. There's no home to return to.
And another 100 years.
But mankind just goes on, not knowing what is gone, building on the castle stones, and building where I once called home, and building where I once called my friendly homes. I will carry on. It may take centuries, but one day. Sadder than the last, hoping that my loved ones wait for me.
100 years.
Times run out, now I fear they're all gone. My daughter's life lived without me. Time is running out for me. Please, dear gods, I beg of thee, give me some way out of this hell.
Help me! The boulder came down out of nowhere. The pain is immeasurable. Please, I beg you, anyone riding along this barren road, please save me.
It is not my duty. There's no right that I must do. These curse falls on me, and I know my home no longer waits. So if this is all that's left, a good man I will be. Time claimed her price. I bear the burden of
100 years.
my bones are broken frail, though I must prevail. I won't watch another die.
Suppose 100
My
years.
hair's turned gray, but I won't shy away if I can help another man.
And another 100 years.
If I can help this man, as I believe I can, maybe there's a chance for me. A bit of redemption I'll see. I pray that in death something waits for me. 300 years.
You've saved the life of a stranger, caring little for the consequences your actions would yield. I am grateful, and for the rest of your days, I am in your debt.
Not the rest of your days.
Well, it would do little for you to have my services when your days have passed. Though by your appearance, I can see the end is near. Will you sit with me?
Might as well. I don't believe my legs will carry me much further.
I must inquire. You chose to save me in spite of the knowledge it would bring about your own end. Why?
I've traveled on this road for 100 years. I was supposed to be home by now, but I fear that as I haven't found home, I never will. If I can't be the man Eleanor wanted me to be in my world, then I can do good here. I should have asked. How did you find yourself on this road? Who are you that you can traverse the realm between gods and men?
My name is May.
A Welsh name. I don't suppose you have a grandson from New York.
No, I was never so fortunate as to be blessed with children. But I do know the man of whom you speak. And much like his father, I changed my name in an effort to be accepted by the local population.
Local to this place. I don't see anyone here, or anything for that matter.
No, this road has been empty for a long time. I refer to the land you come from, Ireland. In Wales, I was named in Suffolk. But in Ireland, I became known as a father to all. Patrick.
Saint Patrick.
The same.
who murdered all the pagans in Ireland. There were no snakes. Joseph used to compare him to the man who murdered him.
I didn't kill anyone. I brought a new religion to Ireland, and it spread like fire. And those who didn't believe in it felt that they no longer had a place there. They were run out by their own kinsmen. People do strange things in the name of gods. Tell me, you're so quick to defend the believers of these pagan gods. Have your experiences with pagan gods been good?
No.
That's why I brought Christianity to Ireland. If a man believes he can reach divinity in death, he'll stop wasting his life lusting after a world that will only bring him harm. In truth, I don't care if you believe in my God or not. I just hope you won't spend your life in the name of someone who doesn't care about you. Your friends Diarmid and Colta, they suffered for the sake of goddesses, for the taste of the divine. Imagine how different their lives would have been if they didn't have to labor for a chance at paradise. I'm Welsh. The gods I was brought up with are near enough to yours, but I left them behind after the hardships I encountered trying to reach them. And when my Tirnano, I did terrible things to get there. And for what? The world is beautiful. Any belief system it takes to help people see that is worthwhile.
Yet, love is a powerful thing. Finn McCool tried to cross the threshold for love. Ocean wasted years in Tirnano because he saw his love there. Maybe he's a bad example, though. I suppose I don't even know how his story ended.
What do you mean?
He was lost on the road to Tirnano. He traveled for 300 years and died, or according to some stories, he found you. You were the last person to see Ocean. Tell me, how did his story end?
Do not confuse the story of Ocean with one of love. It is one of longing. Mead preyed on Ocean and lured him to Tirnano. And when he awoke from the illusions, she cursed him, the same as she did to you. When people died, they were supposed to end up in Tirnano. But Mead banished him. Even in death, Ocean couldn't return to his beloved Tirnano. I offered him heaven in its place.
His family in Tirnano. Why did they think I was him?
You were as much a consolation to them as they were to you. I can't tell you how heartbroken Ocean was never seeing his father.
What about me? Where do I go now?
Happy, if you wish it. Your actions here have proven you deserve it.
My actions? The test you put out for me by taking my life away.
Would you rather wander this wasteland for centuries? There is no end to this road. I'm giving you rest. Now you know everything. You know who I am. You know that I have deceived you. And you know that your time has been squandered for my sake. Now tell me, if you could go back in time, would you still save me?
Yes.
That's because you are a good man.
It doesn't change what I did, leaving Susan all alone. Ocean was heartbroken that he'd never see his father again. I have doomed my daughter to the same fate. I'm no better than Eve. Perhaps, as you say, I am a good man, but I'm not a good father.
There is still a chance to prove yourself.
I don't know what chance you believe there to be. I am old. My time is nearly gone. Death looms over me. I've traveled this road for centuries. The people I care about do not reside here. Everyone I have loved is gone. Even if you say I am deserving of heaven, then send me there. Please. I want to be done with this pain.
Then rest.
Before I go, just one more thing. Tirnano, heaven. How can it be that they both exist?
Oh, people misunderstand heaven. It isn't a place place where the saints gather to feast and God waits on a golden throne. It's an idea, a state of rest where one is most content. It can be found in a warm summer's day, in a hug from a brother, in a daughter's smile. Rest now, Thomas. You have earned your reward.
When you talk about the okay, Mrs. Woods?
Susan, I promise you, Martin is doing everything in his power to help your father, but there is only so much he can do. You just have to be patient now, and very brave. Your father was trying to come back to us, but you just focus on your love for him and his love for you. There's no one in this world he cares more for.
Thomas? Oh, no, Thomas!
What's wrong?
No, Harvey, get him out of here and grab one of the nurses. Oh, Tom, I saw you into this world. I'm not going to be the one to see you out. Tom, come back to us, please.
Papa?
I told you to get her out of here.
Susan, come with me. Morton will do what he can, but you can't be here. Please, come on.
No, what's happening to Papa?
You protect her, Thomas. Protect my Susan.
I can't. Not without you.
Thomas Madden, you listen to me. I am always with you.
Oh, come on, Tom, wake up!
I left her behind. I failed you. I don't deserve to go back to her. She deserves a better man than me.
When we first married, I told you I have never known a better man. It's still true, whether you believe it or not.
Oh, Tom, please, for the love
Do
of
you
God.
love me?
Yes,
Do you love her?
more than words can say.
Please, Papa.
Go back to her. Give her the lifetime of love I won't be able to. And let her be the light in the darkness to guide you home.
I can't. Can I?
No.
Is Papa going to be okay afterwards?
Susan, I'm so sorry. Your father.
He's in a world far beyond now.
But he'll come back for me, right?
It's not such an easy journey, I'm afraid. But take heart. He's with your mother now.
No, you're lying. Mama is here.
Susan, I know it's hard to understand, but I need you to listen to me.
No, you're lying.
Susan, please understand.
Morton, that's enough. Let the child be.
He's not with my mother.
Susan.
She's grieving. It's all right, Susan.
Mama is here. Papa always said my mother was with me. She's in my heart. And she's in hope.
She's in your smile.
Papa!
Oh, Susan. I love you. I don't understand. What miracle?
Not a miracle. Just a guiding star I followed home.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm happy. You're alive. You died.
Dying is a chance to get some other world around. Dear to know, heaven. I went to dear to know the natural place that it was. It wasn't worthwhile. I don't see the point in dying. After all, I got my heaven right here. I missed you more than words could say.
I don't know how you could have missed her. She's not left your side for 3 days.
I'm guessing she wasn't alone. Thank you, Morton, for all you have done for us.
It's my pleasure, Tom. We'll do whatever we can.
Sure, this is the real Thomas. Only took dying to make him say your name.
It is me. I'm more me than I've been in a long time. I don't know exactly what transpired between the railroad and this room, but I know that I was being controlled by the ghosts of my past. I won't let them control me any longer. I need your help, Mortal. Please.
Tom, I told you, anything I can do for you, I will.
You need to know, I saw her. I saw Eleanor. I saw her smile. But it wasn't really her. Tell me, how can I ever truly get closure? How can I say goodbye?
The place you went, it's called the Nightmare, where all the dark things fester. Eleanor lives on in your dreams. She stays in your heart and her smile. Saying goodbye is a futile effort because, well, you carry her with you wherever you go. You never really have to say goodbye. But if closure is what you need, well, that's just the one thing in life you can't claim for yourself. Bid your farewell and face the new day with renewed hope.
When the sunrise ends your dream, watch the morning dew on the mountains gleam, and know that the night is over. You want to hang on, but you can't face that your love is gone. I know she's still hearing you, and I wish farewell to those we had to say goodbye, for we had to depart before I was ready for goodbyes. But I know somewhere out there beyond, you're watching over me, and I'll see you again in my dreams. So I bid you this last Irish farewell. Please, my little Susan, don't you cry, 'cause your papa's here. He's not saying goodbye, no, I will never leave you. I was trapped in my mind, in a magical world where your mother's alive, but without you, that world was empty. And Irish farewell to those that we have lost to time, for we had to depart before we were ready for goodbyes. But I know somewhere out there beyond, you're watching over us. And for you I'll go on, yes I must. So I bid you this last Irish farewell. The sweet taste of honey and the bitter sting of wine, it's poison to the mind. It blurs what you left behind, a year or 300, and land of eternal life is nothing but strife without you. castles magic, and maidens so fair, the wonder remains inside us. Although my dream is gone, for your mother's sake, we must carry on and know that our lives aren't over. And I wish farewell to those that we have lost to time, living in a world of magic on the other side. I know someday we'll meet there together once again. But there's so much life left to live until then. This as I bid farewell. I did.
What was it like? Was it as magical as the story said?
Shh, my sweet child. It was just a story. Remember, there will always be dark days.
But they just make the sun shine brighter.
I once believed in a land lost to time, and just beyond the horizon, a land where time stands still and no pain will come. But that land only lives in our dreams. This world where we'll be together, a world where we'll spend our lives. It's strange, but so full of wonder, bittersweet.
Like honey and wine.
Go on, Patrick.
St. Patrick's Day was last week. Go home. It's done. Good night.